Now, last night, a prominent programme in Spain said that Carlo Ancelotti wanted Cristiano Ronaldo back, that he'd had a conversation with the club to go and get him. Ancelotti then addressed that today, saying Cristiano is a Real Madrid legend and has all my affection and respect. I've never considered signing him. We look forward. Now, Ronaldo responded to this on Instagram, quite a long post. This is the end of it. I'm breaking my silence now to say that I can't allow people to keep playing around with my name. I remain focused on my career and in my work, committed and prepared for all the challenges that I have to face. Everything else is just talk. Gab Marcotti is with us. Gab, first off, I thought the most interesting thing from that Instagram post from Cristiano Ronaldo was the mentions of Juventus, which was zero.
Yeah. Oh, you picked up on that too. Yeah, you're not the only one. This whole thing is very odd because the guy who broke the news, which everybody later denied, is a guy named Edu Aguirre, who is extremely close to Cristiano, or certainly was in the past. He kind of looks like him too. He cried when Cristiano left. He went to Cristiano's house, interviewed him for YouTube, whatever, did all this stuff. So he's certainly seen as somebody who's close to Cristiano. So, when you have that kind of relationship, you would assume, well, if I'm going to go and report, as a journalist, I'm going to go and report this, I have Cristiano's blessing. Instead, it doesn't appear that way. Then, further complicating things, you had Ancelotti coming out and denying it, and you had Georgina Rodriguez, of course, Cristiano's partner, coming out commenting on the post with just a ha 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 underneath. And you don't know how to take that. Does she think that the rumor is ridiculous? Does she think that Ancelotti's denial is ridiculous? And now you have Cristiano with this vague stuff about speculating about his future, but not really saying anything other than the fact that he's focused on working. So, honestly, if they wanted to clarify things, they pretty much did a rotten job.
If I was being a cynic...
Right? No, Mr. Craig Burley is cynic in the same sense.
If I was being a cynic, I would say he's quite happy that people are talking about him again just before the end of the transfer window, because guess who we have been talking about?
Who, Craig?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Messi, and so I don't know.
Gab, if we were to believe that they're basically hawking him around to see if they can get a deal done, obviously going into that last year of his contract at Juventus, is there any truth in that?
Yeah, look, I mean, Juventus have come out, they've denied it officially, but, I think it's an open secret that if somebody were to come along, because, as you said, it's the last year of his contract, he's very expensive to renew. The club lost close to 300 million euros, obviously a lot of that due to COVID. So if somebody comes along and offers you the 25 million euros was the number that was being thrown around, and obviously takes his wages off your books, then all of a sudden you're in a different place. But you're not going to go and put a for sale sign on him. Equally, I don't think Cristiano's in a rush to go. He's happy where he is, and he probably fancies the idea of being a free agent next summer, and he can decide if he wants to stay or move. I think the Real Madrid angle, to me, strikes me as slightly odd, because obviously they already have a number of players up front, older players, highly paid players, and I think it's an open secret that they dream of Kylian Mbappe, and they're watching the situation evolve there with Mbappe himself approaching free agency in June. So, look, I think it's a difficult one. I think what's very clear is whoever handles Cristiano's social media account, or indeed Georgina's social media account, maybe they love sending mixed messages. Maybe they're just not very good at being extremely clear.
What do you think? Someone like City? Could you get Ronaldo in for a couple of years, and that's kind of that bridge the gap until Haaland comes?
In a perfect world, that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Well, why not do it?
Well, I don't think Cristiano, at 36 years of age, wants to come back to the Premier League.
Why not?
Pace of the game. He's 36 years of age. He's in a place where the pace of the game isn't quite as quick, and it suits him. He's still a fantastic player.
He's a specimen, Steve. Look at him.
He's a specimen, but you know what? Even if you're a specimen, you lose pace. you lose balance. All these things start going when you're 36 years of age. And don't tell me that he's not in some sort of way, he knows that. It's just because he's got so much ability that he can get away with it, and he's doing it at Juventus. And so stay away from the Premier League.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.